Scott, the 4 pilots who were aboard this plane are being interviewed today by investigators for the National Transportation Safety Board. Now, until those interviews are complete, NTSB officials are saying little about the pilot's role in this crash. Investigators revealed today they found debris from the plane's tail section in the water beyond the edge of the runway. Evidence impact occurred well before the runway began. NTSB Chairwoman Deborah Hersman.
The lower portion of the tail cone is in the rocks at the seawall. There is also debris from the seawall located several hundred feet up the runway.
The initial examination of the Boeing 777's voice and data recorders indicate everything was normal when the crew disengaged the autopilot on the 17-mile straight approach to San Francisco. The weather perfect, the conversation with the tower routine.
And a 214 Heavy San Francisco tower, we clear left clear land.
From his home on a hillside overlooking the airport, Keys Siadatun thought he spotted something wrong.
And what caught my attention was it was just a little wobbly. It was coming in for the landing, and it just didn't look like the way planes do when they're landing. And
a normal descent to runway 28 left requires an angle that keeps jets well above the waters of San Francisco Bay. In a window seat just behind the wing, Benjamin Levy started to worry.
I don't see any runway, I just see water. So I'm realizing we're way too low, but I'm just like, he's going to make it. He knows what he's doing, right?
The plane was also flying about 40 miles an hour slower than a 777 normally does just before touchdown. At 7 seconds before impact, a member of the flight crew called for increased speed. 4 seconds prior to impact, the flight controls began to shake, a signal the plane was close to losing lift or stalling. With just 1.5 seconds before hitting the ground, the flight crew attempted to abort the landing and initiate a go-around for another try. This cell phone video shows the jet's tail clipping the water and seawall at the end of the runway. The plane slid along at over 100 miles an hour before skidding to a stop. Those in the rear of the jet bore the brunt of the impact, suffering severe injuries to the spine and neck. But most passengers toward the front were unharmed. Kitty Jean climbed out a hole in the fuselage.
I had the time to walk out because the hole is very close to my seat, so I take my baby and just take my carry-on baggage, so walk out it's quickly.
Some passengers were trapped in the jumble of seats and luggage. The plane's chief flight attendant says 2 of the emergency slides inflated inside the plane, trapping another attendant. But the fire that eventually burned away much of the roof spread slowly, giving passengers a chance to escape. Investigators are also looking at whether construction on this runway played any role in the accident. One piece of electronics that can guide pilots on approach is out of service here, but Scott, it's only one of several ways that pilots can be brought in for a safe landing here.
John, thank you.